Okay, so welcome back, people. Welcome back. My name is Abby, and this is Mary Shuttle. So, welcome back to today's video. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Abby. Feel free to sit down, relax, and enjoy this video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Welcome back. Now, I cannot forget to tell you to touch the red button by the right, subscribe, and like, and don't forget to share. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So yeah, today Mary Shuttle is traveling to Spain. That's what we're all about: travel, vacation, immigration, and anything travel, anything travel. All right, we want to discuss a little bit about how to study in Spain, but before we get into studying in Spain, let's get a little history about Spain. Spain is actually a country that is part of the EU and is located at the Iberian Peninsula. Now, this country is bordered by France and Portugal. So, it's a very lovely country. And guess what? The popular and famous Madrid is the capital of this beautiful city with diverse culture. Okay, Spain holds the spot for having the third largest UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Isn't that interesting? So you have lots of things to view about Spain. You have lots of places, lots of history, culture to take a look at, and it is a very diverse culture, like I said earlier. Spain has about 76 universities or universidad. Because we are in Spain, we have to speak Spanish. Hola, familia. All right. So Spain has about 76 universities, and out of that 76, we have about 45 of them being public funded universities, whilst the remaining 31 are private owned universities. Have you heard enough yet? We have the likes of University of Barcelona, University of Valencia, University of Leon, etc. One of the reasons why Spain is now becoming one of the popular destinations for international students is due to the cost of living, which is relatively low if compared to the sister EU countries. So Spain has low cost of living as well as also education, but their education is top notch. However, their fees for education is quite on a good side. Spanish is one of the second most spoken dialect in the world. And what's a better way to learn Spanish if not in Spain? So it's a very good site to study and learn Spanish. Now, while most courses are taught in Spanish, relatively some of their courses are also taught in English as well. And this is why Mary Shuttle decided to pick this as a destination country for study. Now, their MSCs are relatively, I would say it's cheap, but if you compare it to other EU destinations, it's kind of like on a budget. It's an okay place. So I'm going to be giving you some examples, so I have to look down at my screen. So if you're doing an MSc in a health related course, let's say for an example in University of Valencia, which is one of the okay universities to go to that is relatively on a budget, and you are studying a course like molecular approaches in health sciences, which is one of their courses. It has a 1 year duration. Now, the cost of that course is 2,340 euro per year. That's and the course is 1 year, so that's 2,340 euro you're paying for that course. Like, can you just just appreciate this place? Okay, and I chose that because that is a health related course. So I took another example, which is if you are doing a BSc in also a health related course like pharmacy and human nutrition dietetics. It's a double degree, right? And it's supposed to last for about 6 years. But the tuition fee for that particular course is about 1,323 euros per year. 1,323 euros per year. So you pay that yearly for the 6 years, okay? And you now have courses like computer engineering going for somewhere around 1,140 euros. And then you have courses in the social sciences going for somewhere around 900 euros per year. So it's quite cheap compared to other EU destinations. You can agree with me. Okay? And with that being said, we now have to go to cost of living. Now, the cost of living in Spain is somewhere between 600 to 1,000 euros per month. To be on the safe side, you can have 1,000 euros per month, but somewhere within 600 euros and 1,000 euros per month is roughly okay. That you have to show as your proof of subsistence for 1 full year when applying for your visa. Your visa application fee, if you're coming from outside the EU, is somewhere around 80 euros. And then the application time, for study permits takes around 1 to 3 months, but it's actually faster when all your documentations are complete. Like you go through everything. I'm going to be giving you the required documents by the end of this video, but it's actually easier and faster when all your documents are complete and accurate. So it saves the visa officer time when attending to you. Okay. Now you're going to say, what times do I apply? For BSc, you have to look at applying somewhere between April and August for sessions that will start in September. And for sessions that will start in February, you have to start applying from sometime between October to January. So look at the time frame, study it, and then know when to apply. Now, for MSc, that's your postgraduate study. Application time for postgraduate studies in Spain is between December to March of the next year and June and September. Okay? Capish? Did they used to say capish? 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 Okay. So now we're going to get into the requirements for this application. The very first thing you're going to need is your valid passport. Like, you really need that. And take note, guys, if you are applying for study, ensure that your passport still has up to 1 year, not less than 6 months. Anything less than 6 months, try as much as you can to renew your passport before you start that application, so that your application is not denied, and then your application is not delayed in any way by asking you to renew your passport before you start the process all over again. So ensure to do that as well. Now, you're going to be needing your medical insurance, your proof of bank statement. That's, you print out a bank statement as your proof of funds. Now, for people that are EU citizens do not need the proof of funds to study in Spain. In short, EU citizens do not need study permits to study in Spain. The only thing is when they arrive, they have to go to the consulate, local consulate there, and apply for a like permission to remain if they are going to stay longer than 90 days. So you need your medical insurance, your proof of bank statement, your police clearance, your medicals. Is different from the medical insurance. Medical insurance is what's going to take you all through your stay in Spain. That's just getting insurance while staying. But your medicals is to show that you are fit to study in Spain for that length of time you want to study. Okay, so FAQ, that is like on every student's mind. The number one thing that is always on students' mind is, can I work while studying in Spain? And the answer is yes. Woohoo! Yes, you can study and work while in Spain. Now, you are allowed to work for 20 hours per week while you're studying in Spain. Okay? So, for the ones that are married, they'll be looking at me, they'll say, please, okay, yes, now we can work and study. Can we bring our family alongside? Because I can understand while studying and your family is in a different continent or a different country, you might not even be able to balance the both of them. It's better you see them face to face every day and handle that stress. Okay, so for those of them that say, can I bring my family along to Spain while I study? The answer is also yes. Yes and yes. You can bring your family alongside with you when you are studying in Spain. So while you are applying for your application, your student permits, you also add your family members as well during your application process. So everybody's visa application is approved at the same time. Okay? Yeah, thank me later. The only thing is you also have to show proof that you can sustain them through your study period. So you're going to be showing proof of sustaining yourself and your family member alongside. So yeah, we've come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, share. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.